welcome to Full Flow with Chloe, where today I've got a little Aquarian full moon flow for you. We're going to open with a bit of a reading from the Emma Howarth Astrology Almanac, which I've been using for all of my themed classes throughout the year. So we've got full moon in Aquarius. I've also got, let me come a little closer, my rainbow fluorite stone on, which is a great stone for Aquarius energy. So a great way to bring in the Aquarian vibes, as it represents all of the upper chakras. And Aquarius is associated with the third eye chakra, and it's a good thing for Aquarius to try and bring the third eye chakra down into the heart and combine the thoughts, the mental activity with the heart. And often rainbow fluorite has bits of green and blue and purple going through it, so all of the upper chakras, because we like our Aquarians to come more into their heart space with their, they can be a little bit fixed in the mind as they're a fixed air sign. So, full moon in Aquarius, Monday the 19th of August 2024. A full moon in humanitarian Aquarius asks us to be the change we want to see in the world. The friendships and communities we care about fall into focus under this moon, but there's no place for social one-upmanship with the sturgeon moon. It urges us to let go of old ideas about who we are, and what we're worth, and join together and stand up for what we believe in. It is also a seasonal blue moon, which means it's the third full moon in a season with 4. So here we've got some full moon themes and questions for your sign. Themes: Aries, supporting a cause, gathering people together, making new friends, feeling part of something that's important. Ask yourself, who do I need to surround myself with now? Taurus, quitting the day job, going it alone at work, creating a change in the office culture, disrupting your industry. Who says it has to be this way? Gemini, finding something to believe in, working to live instead of living to work, making major travel plans, finding new solutions to old problems. How can I take my life to the next level? That's your question. Cancer, finding financial support for a project, undergoing a personal transformation, learning to cope with a difficult time in your life, focusing on new goals or passion. How can I give myself a break? That's your question, Cancer. Leo, making a commitment to someone, teaming up for a project, finding love, accepting the help you need, and creating something beautiful. Ask yourself, can I find a way to give more than I take? Virgo, changing your daily routine, turning anger into action. Wow. Putting your health first, taking the first steps towards a big goal. Ask yourself, what am I ready to change this summer? Libra, throwing a party to celebrate an achievement, finding a creative solution, feeling happier than you have in a long time, prioritizing joy in your life. Ask yourself, what parts of myself am I no longer willing to hide? Scorpio, spending time with friends who feel like family, switching up your living situation, finding a community, feeling more secure in your choices, stepping away from the past into your future. Ask yourself, what do I need to let go of to move forward? Sagittarius, find someone you can really talk to, sharing your story to help others, taking on a writing project, getting into journaling, learning something new. Ask yourself, how can I express myself more clearly? Capricorn, feeling stronger than ever, knowing your own power, gathering resources, putting yourself first, watching your bank balance skyrocket. Cha-ching. Ask yourself, what investment do I need to make right now? Aquarius, this is your moon. Starting a new adventure, standing up for what's right, becoming who you really are, embracing your individuality, finding people, feeling free. Ask yourself, why am I afraid to be myself with some people? Pisces, knowing your limits, asking for help, committing to a spiritual practice, spending time alone, taking a break, finding inner peace. Ask yourself, how can I clear my diary so I can totally relax? I think that one's very good advice. But as you can see, all of the themes within here are to do with, you know, marching to the beat of your own drum, being unique and being open with your community, sharing your energy and communicating effectively. So they are all your Aquarian vibes. So all of those sort of themes may be coming up for you under this full moon. But yes, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is a very rebellious planet. So go your own way, guys. And when you're ready, we're going to move it onto the mat. Okay, so to start the class today, we're going to do some breathing exercises that are Aquarian themed. We're going to do 3, 6, 9 breathing. So that's breathing in for 3, holding for 6, and breathing out for 9. Aquarians are a fixed air sign, and so while they're very good at inhaling often and holding on because they are fixed, apparently they are less good at letting go and the release. So having the longer release state is supposed to be good for Aquarians. They rule, the body parts that Aquarius rules is the ankles, shins, calves and circulatory system. So breathing is a massive part of our circulation, our circulatory system. So I'm going to put this together with a little bit of a visualization that is Aquarian themed. So first of all, I just want you to practice breathing in for 3. When you're ready, inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold it for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale it for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This time I'm going to breathe without counting. So count for yourself and listen to the length of my breaths. Ready? Hold. Exhale. Lovely. Now, I'm going to count on you that you're breathing for 3, holding for 6, and exhaling for 9. And I'm going to talk you through a little visualization as we do this. So when you're ready, inhale for 3, and as you inhale, I would like you to imagine and envision a turquoise blue light passing through your lips or your nostrils. And as you hold, I would like you to imagine that turquoisey energy filling up your heart space, and bring your hands to your heart, imagining it is full like a cup. As you exhale, I want you to imagine the breath moving and sending that energy out from the heart space, rippling, infusing every part of your bodies all the way through the vascular circulatory system, all the way down to your fingers and your toes. So breathing in for 3, breathing in that turquoise light, holding it into your chest, filling up that cup of your heart. Exhale, open the arms out. Imagine it rushing through like electrical waves. Inhale for 3, picturing that light, holding it into the heart, filling the cup. Exhaling, spreading it to every part of the body. I'm going to do it once more. Inhale for for 3, hold for 6, filling up that cup. Exhale for 9, spreading through the body, all the way through the system. One more time. Inhale that light, hold, fill that cup. Exhale, travel it through every single part of the body, like ripples, like energy. Wonderful. When you're ready, we're going to put some little twists in. I'm going to breathe in. Take one hand to the opposite knee and the other behind the sit bones and look over the shoulder with a little spinal twist. As you inhale, see if you can twist deeper, and as you exhale, try to pull up and straighten through the spine. And come back to centre. I'm going to grasp the opposite knee and take the other hand behind the sit bones. Inhale, twist nice and deep. Exhale, sitting tall. Straight spine. And release. I'm going to take our hands and see if you can clasp them in a fist behind your back. Otherwise you can grasp opposite elbows like so. Take one hand to that elbow, one hand to the other. Whichever you're going for. We're then going to roll forwards. So we're going to inhale. And breathe your way down and round. Inhale at the top. And breathe down and back around in the other direction. Once more. Beautiful. Now plant one hand on the mat. I'm going to breathe the other arm up and overhead, just stretching the side body. Maybe bend that opposite arm to deepen that stretch. And release. Opposite hand goes to the mat. Nice big stretch in the side body up the lateral side. And release. One more each side. Lovely. And as you bring that hand down, we're going to come onto our hands and knees in our cat-cow. Inhale, dipping the spine. I want you to really grab and clasp the mat through the hands as you do this. Rounding the spine, exhaling. So really gripping with your hasta bandha and your hands. Inhale, dipping the spine, gripping the mat with those fingies. Exhale, push the ground away, gripping with those fingers still. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, round the spine. Maybe move a little here. Sending your weight over the wrists a little, the shoulders just past the wrists as you grip into that mat, waking up those wrists. Maybe you want to come down and round and back, and down and round and back. And just move however you would like through your body. Feel your way into all the joints. And come back to centre. Now we're going to take the left knee up off the mat and just circle it round. As you're circling it round, see how high you can get it on your forearm or shoulder. Make it nice and big as you can. Down and round. Point the toe at the back, and we're going to bring it back up and go the opposite way. There we go. And step it through into a lunge. I'm just going to pull back into a half Hanuman and lunge forward into our lunge, making sure that knee is stacked nice in your lunge over the ankle. And as you pull back, that your toes point up to the sky, flexing that foot. So bend, stack the knee, straighten, point the toes to the sky. And while we're here, as Aquarius rolls the ankles, we're going to give those ankles a nice rotation. And if you can, your toes are wriggly wiggly. Feel it all the way up the hamstring. Whoa, juicy. Lovely. And come back into your lunge. Hands can come to hips or out in front. I'm going to kick that back leg up as high as you can. 4 or 5, maybe a 6. Lovely. Then see if you can grab that foot behind and pull it in. Having a nice stretch through that quad. Getting some real leg work in there. See if you can push the foot in. Don't have to go as deep as this right now if you're not ready for it. I just feel like going a bit deeper. Lovely. Now let that foot go. Bring your right hand to the mat. Shimmy that foot over and turn the toes out. And push the knee open and look over the shoulder in your lizard, opening that hip out nicely. Beautiful. And if you're ready, you can kick that leg up again and see if you can grab that foot and have a bit more of a quaddy stretch here as you twist. Lovely. Option to stay, of course, in this type of lizard. And we're going to walk the foot back, press both hands into the mat and step into our plank. Gripping again through those fingers, giving that a squeeze with them. And we're just going to shift back and forward on those toes. You can also come down onto the knees and shift back and forward over the wrists here. Just sending a bit of weight over the wrists to wake them up a little here. Really engaging the core. Beautiful. And drop those knees. We're going to take those hip circles on the other side. So lifting the right knee. Nice big circles. See how high you can get it. Doesn't matter if it doesn't go all the way up into the armpit or over or anything. Just as high as you can get it, even if it's here. Oh, lovely. And point the toe behind and reverse the direction of your circles. Fabulous. Step it through into that lunge. And we're going to do those lunge to half Hanuman, like we did on the other side. Stretch, point the toes up. Bend, stack the knee. Stretch the leg back, point the toes up. Bend and stack the knee. I'm going to do a couple more. And then we're going to do those juicy ankle rolls. Ankle roll. Wakey ankle. And then of course some little toe wiggles. Feeling it all the way up the back of that hamstring. Nice. Get some nice mobility in those little ankles because we're going to be doing a lot of leg work. And stack that knee again, finding your lunge. Hands can come to hips or out the front again and taking those little butt kicks on the other side. 4, 5, and see if you can grab the foot and pull it in. You might find one side is tighter, one side is easier and looser. Lovely. You might want to do it with both hands. Be more supported. Release the leg. Walk that foot out. Turn to the side. Push that knee open. Have a little bounce in the pelvis. See if you can bring your pelvis down to the ground and kick that knee up, foot up. See if you can grab it. You can just be kicking the foot here with the intention to grab. And give yourself another quad stretch. Beautiful. And both hands come back to the mat. Stack that knee again. And we're going to push through the palms and send our foot back, hips up to the sky, pushing the ground away with our hands. Have a little pedal in your first down dog. Beautiful. Now we're going to scorpion the leg open. So we're going to lift the left leg up and just bend the knee, opening that hip out to the side, looking slightly under that left arm. Fabulous. Now come back to neutral and send that knee towards the back of the forearm. Twist over to the back of the other forearm. Kick it back up. See if you can bring the knee to the head or as close as you can. Kick the leg back up. Bring it to the opposite arm. Kick it back up. Beautiful. And step through, planting that front foot, stacking the knee up on the toes of the back into your high lunge. Fabulous. Bring the hands out in front and twist open to the side and close it down. Twist the other side and close it down. Hands come down to the mat. Step it back again into the down dog. Beautiful. Kick the opposite leg up. Scorpion, bending that leg, looking under that armpit. Back to neutral. Send the knee to the back of the arm. Send the knee to the opposite arm. Up to the sky. Knees off in the head, not too hard. Kick the leg back up. Back to that one. Beautiful. Can't remember how many times we did it on the other side. Hopefully we're even. And step it all the way through. Finding that lunge. Ooh, beautiful. This time step it all the way forward into your mountain. Fantastic. Hands to your hips. Raise one knee. See if you can balance here. Find your drishti. So, don't look at the camera when you're finding your drishti or your wobble. So focus on one unmoving point on the ground. And we'll do some ankle rotations here. You can also focus on one unmoving point ahead as well. When you're ready, see if you can grasp the knee and hold on to the opposite hip and see if you can peel that hip open and closed. Just waking those hips up some in that outward rotation. Beautiful. Back to your mountain, standing nice and strong. Deep breath, lift the other one and find your drishti and start doing your lovely ankle rotations on the other side. Remembering where you want your hands to aid balance. Beautiful. Grasp the knee and begin to rotate it. Move at your own pace. If you want to bring this over to a wall to help, go ahead. Fabulous. And when you're ready, bring it all back down to the ground. Okay, so are we ready? We're going to go up on the tiptoes in an extended mountain, but up on the toes, stretching nice and tall, and lower the toes and the arms in sync. Inhale, come back up again. This time, stay up on the toes if you can. Slowly glide the arms back behind as the knees bend. in your awkward chair. Try and squeeze your legs together to help you. Switch on those core muscles. Fabulous. Drop the heels, coming into your more classic chair position, and raise the arms back up. Fabulous. Strong thighs here. Hands to heart center. Now we're going to twist and see if you can latch onto your knee. Can just be the intention, you can just be up here and twisted. Fabulous. Rotating back round. And we're going to lift the arms up as we lift the left leg up, off the floor. Find your dristy, move slowly. Latch that ankle onto the knee. Fabulous. And sink into your one-legged chair, opening that hip out a little bit more. Fabulous. Lifting. Maintaining your balance. Option to bring your hands to your hips for a moment. And then we're going to kick the leg out behind us. Strong on that ankle. Kicking the leg out behind, coming into your warrior 3. Beautiful. Nice long line. Put your fingers to the mat and let the leg drop down. Shuffle it back a bit. Push into the left arm and twist up to the sky in your twisted lunge. Beautiful. Now, windmill the arm down and step that back foot into your plank. Maybe cross the legs here or cross the ankles and bend the knees and windmill the arm in your swimming mermaid, and windmill it all the way down into your plank pose. Beautiful. And push back into your down dog. Fantastic. Take a few breaths here in your down dog. Maybe have a little pedal. Then kicking up that left leg, stepping it forward, followed by the other, and coming down into your deep forward fold. Powering all the way back up into your mountain. Stretching back up onto those tiptoes. Fabulous. And down. And we're going to come through that little sequence again. Up and down. One more. Up. Stay on the toes. Bending the knees, squeezing the thighs. Bringing the hands behind into your awkward chair. Plant the feet. Beautiful. Sweep the arms up in your classic chair. Hands to heart center. And twist. See if you can latch onto that opposite knee and twist around deeper in your twisted chair. Fabulous. Strong leg work. Raising the arms up as the right leg comes up. Latch it on to the left knee in that one-legged chair. Remember your dristi, strong in the core here. Lifting that knee up. Maybe you want to bring your hands to the hips for a moment. Coming into that warrior 3. Standing on one leg. Breathe, embrace any wobbles. Find that nice long line. When you're ready, bring the hands to the mat and allow that back foot to land. Pushing through the right hand, twisting and opening into your twisted lunge. And bringing the hand down, stepping that back foot back into your side plank, crossing your legs over and windmilling that arm in your swimming mermaid. Windmill it all the way down into your plank. Push back into your down dog. Fabulous. Now open the legs out, straddling the mat, about 1.5 leg distance apart, and walk the hands round to centre. Hands on hips. Have some hip circles here. Beautiful. See if you can clasp both hands behind the back again. Again, if this is not accessible, go for opposite elbows if that's easier for you. And hinging at the hips, folding down nice and deep into your deep forward fold. Taking some breaths. Wonderful. Bring your hands to the mat. Shuffle your feet in a little bit. Bending the knees. Lowering down into your yogi squat. Pushing those knees nice and wide apart. Have a little rock here. When you're ready, see if you can open the arms out and twist to the side. Lovely. So pushing that, on the opposite side, pushing that right arm into the right leg. Keeping it open, keeping the other foot planted on the left leg as you open both arms out. Fabulous! Now bring your booty to the ground and come into a cross-legged position. If, however you started cross-legged, maybe take cross-legs the other way to what you had them crossed at the beginning, if you can remember where they were. And take a few breaths. Some strong leg work there. Now we're going to go for some strong arm work. I've done a little bit of wrist warming, but now we're going to really do some bicep curling. So we're going to get strong arms, make some fists, pull it in, curling, pointing those wrists right down to those biceps. Super strong man. And then inhale, and as you exhale, pop the hands open like you're bursting out magical delight from your hands. And bend the wrists in the opposite way. Inhale, pull it all back in. Whoa. Point those wrists, those fists right down to those biceps. When you're ready, inhale and exhale, magical vibrations out of your hands. Curl it back in, strong, strong, with strong fixed earth sign vibes. Inhale and shooting out the electrical waves of Aquarius vibes. And pulling it in. And breathe in. Exhale out the electrical current waves of your Aquarius energy vibes. And we're done with that. Give your wrists a little roll, so make fists. And you can twist the wrists in fists. Or you can put your hands together and then roll the backs of the hands together and round. Disco. It's in disco time. Insert sound effects, insert disco music. Okay, now we're going to strengthen our forearms with some firing out the electrical currents from the fingers, because we are inviting those Aquarian ripples of electrical currents of communication. We're firing them out of our fingers. Just imagine. Okay, and have a little shrug it off. There you go. Woo, it's very hot here today, so So I'm getting a bit sweaty. Are you a bit sweaty yet as well? Right. So come up onto your bum. And we're going to try a little bit of side crow. So come into a squat on your toes, like so. I'll show you from the side as well, like so. And bring your hands to the side. And try and get it so that your knees are very high up on the back of your arm here towards your shoulder. I'm going to grip into the mat, like we're right at the beginning, squeezy, squeezy of the mat. And then start to shift your weight into, I'm on my right, I'm shifting my weight into my right arm, high up on the right arm, as you're really gripping the mat. And start to lift the toes up and tilt to the side. Whee! And come back down. So you can have a little play with that, and you can stay there if you want to, just playing with your crow. Or we can come into a fallen angel from our crow. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So come back into that little awkward squat, gripping the mat and shifting the feet up. This time we're allowing the head to come down to the ground. We're pointing our feet up to the sky and then kicking one leg up and pulling the other foot as high as we can up. And landing those feet back down. Then we're gonna hop over to the other side. Maybe have a little break, have a little sip of water. Do whatever you need to before you have a little go at the other side. So again, setting up opposite side. You might find one side easier than the other side. So find your little awkward squat and start to lean in. Lean in, whoop. Really gripping the mat. Planting the head. Pushing up, kicking up. Woo! And coming back down. Woo! As you can see, I am struggling with one side today. More than the other, but that's all normal. I'm taking some breaths. So we're going to take a seat, just come onto your knees. And we're going to lean into our right hand and take your left hand to the back of your skull. I'm just going to open up and look up to the sky, and then bring your head down and your elbow down. Just pulling on the back of the side of that neck there. Lovely. I'm going to swap sides, and again take the hand to the back of the skull, peel the chest open and look up, and then pull it down, down. And feel a nice stretch through the back of the neck. Beautiful. I'm just going to take both hands to the back of the neck and say no, 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 no. Lovely. You're going to pull, so take your fingers just to sort of the temple of your head, side of your eyebrow, and pull up and back. Lovely, not too hard, just gently. And the other side. Oh, nice. Lovely. And then we're going to stick our hand out, like kiss my hand, mwah, and pull with the other hand on the back of the hand, bending that wrist in the opposite direction. And with the other, kiss my hand, and then just pull it back a little until you feel a nice deep stretch through the back of that wrist. Because we're doing a lot of wrist work if you've been doing that crow. It's always just nice to give yourself a little handy wrist massage anyway, and do some little circles. and pop up back onto your little crouchy position. We're going to flip around to the opposite edge of our mat and have a nice little chill first. Taking some deep breaths. I'm going to roll all the way down onto our backs. Oh my goodness, because we really deserve a rest after all that, don't we? Lovely, but don't get too relaxed because we're about to come into our bridge pose. So walk your feet, your heels close towards your butt, and you can either take your hands flat and push them into the mat like so, and try to push your hips up off of the mat. So you're pushing up and then back into your shoulders almost. So have a little go. I prefer to do it with my hands clasped behind my back, so you can also try it like this. So walk the feet as close as you can, the heels as close as you can towards your butt. And then when you're ready, inhale and push those hips right up to the sky. Breathe, engage those thighs and lower. Oh, last little bit of thigh work there. And then, when you're ready, just going to shuffle down my mat a little bit. You can plant your hands and just lift your feet up to the sky and show the sky your feet. Hello sky, here's the bottoms of my feet. You can point them. Have a little ankle rotation here again. Because you've put a lot of weight on one leg today. And then you have the option to come up, if you have the left in you, to a shoulder stand, or you can go straight back over into your plough. So for those who want to go straight into your plough, just shift your butt up off the mat, fold at your middle, and push your hips back until your toes land over behind your head, like so. And then when you want to come out, just roll back down. If you want to come into your shoulder stand, you can do the same, pushing your hips up, but then engaging your core massively and pointing your toe right up to the sky. And then you could come down into your plough. Also, we can take the other version of the arms, like we did in that bridge, and push up into your shoulder stand like this, and then fold into your plough. Keep breathing. Grab the backs of the hips and roll down onto your back. Lovely. From here, pushing up into your forearms, pointing your toes, pushing your chest up to the sky, and just tapping your head down, letting it hang towards the mat in your fish pose. Maybe close your eyes here for a minute. Activating that third eye and that throat chakra. Because Aquarius is represented by the third eye chakra. It's also a communicative air sign. And finally, we're going to take our arms up above our heads, like so, and walk our feet over to the opposite edge of your mat, and then bring your hands, making a nice curve up your side body like a banana, and point your fingers towards where your feet are pointing to. And be a little banana. You can interlace your thumbs here as well to get a nice big stretch. Then we're going to take it to the centre and walking in the other direction, making a nice banana. On the other side. Lovely. And let it all go. And just breathe. We can come back to that 3, 6, 9 breathing here. And again, you can imagine as you're inhaling for 3, you're breathing in that aqua turquoise coloured light. And as you hold for 6, imagine it light filling up your heart space like a great big vessel of water. And as you exhale for 9, imagining it channeling its way all the way through the veins, through the body, electrifying like currents every part of your being. So then inhale for 3. Maybe you want to bring your hands to your heart. Hold for 6. And exhale for 9. Inhale for 3. Hold for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale for 3. Seeing that beautiful electrical light moving down into that heart space. Aquarius is the water bearer. Imagine filling your vessel of water up with that turquoisey, luminous light. Now send it out through your exhalation, all the way, rippling and cleansing your entire system. Beautiful. And as you keep breathing, on every exhalation, imagine the energy purifying your whole system, releasing any toxins, any energies that are unwanted or unwelcome, cleansing yourself. For a new start. A fresh start. Detoxifying your entire system, allowing yourself to let go all that is no longer needed. Full moons are always a time to release and let go what is not intended to move with us through to the next cycle, so that our energy, our vessel, our being can be pure for our new moon to manifest fresh starts and new beginnings and new hopes and desires. I invite you to stay here Or if you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your wrists, wiggle your toes. Maybe shift your head from side to side. Have a nice big stretch. Blinking open the eyes. Rolling on to your side. Ready to rise off your mat. I would like to thank you for joining me today in this Aquarian full moon yoga flow. If you liked anything in the video, don't forget to like, share or subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment. I also have a payment link down in the description box for any donations. Someone was asking me about donations recently, and so there is a link if you just check the description boxes and would like to make one. And I'd like to thank you for joining me and for watching for Flow with Chloe. Namaste. Happy full moon.